Hey everyone, this is Swani Palan and today we are here with the first ever podcast on the channel. And we have with us our guest Ms. Nupur Vaishnav, who is my classmate as well. We study in the same dental college. Nupur is a certified yoga trainer, a classical dancer and writer. So Nupur, how do you feel? Like this is the first podcast ever and I have you as my guest. I feel very glad to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all. Secondly, this is my first ever interview for the book as well. So I'm very nervous, but excited as well.
So Nupur, how did this journey start? Like of writing book, poetry?
So I have always been an active reader because my role model has always been my father and my grandfather, and they have always been wonderful readers. So they've always motivated me to read more. So actually, I always thought that I can only read, but then later on, once I started writing a few things, not necessarily poetries, but many different things, then I realized that even I can write. And then I started to explore more. I started to read different kind of genres, and that led me to writing.
What about Meraki? So we are here with her new book that is Meraki, which is available on Amazon. You'll get all the links in the description box. So tell me something about Meraki.
Okay, so as the name suggests, Meraki is the essence of your soul. So this book is basically a book that expresses my heart, and I want you to know yourself more through this book. Meraki mainly is not about a particular genre or a particular entity that it is targeted towards, but it is all about how you perceive it, because it is at the end the essence of your soul.
At what age did you start writing stuff like anything like blog and all? Also, I know that you have written all
Yes,
of them
so
on the.
I started writing when I was around 14 or 15 years of age, but I did not know at that time how I should proceed, or I did not have a proper path to follow. But yes, I began writing at that age, and slowly and gradually, I had my mentors, my English lecturers, and everybody who guided me. And I learned a lot from myself as well, and that led me to this book.
Nice. So starting with the chapter afraid, like I related it to God. What is your opinion on that?
So, as I mentioned before, I don't write any particular poetry for any particular person or a thing, but definitely I have related afraid poetry with God, because I believe that everybody has to have a belief in God, and this poetry describes it clearly, what you should feel and what you will feel once you believe in God.
Right. And it depends on the readers how we connect to it. And I basically connected it to God. And I think if you do believe in spirituality, things do happen.
That is definitely true, and that is the beauty of poetry. Everybody will conceive it differently, and everybody's perspectives are different about any particular paragraph or a stanza that you read. It's not necessary that if I write a paragraph, it's not necessary you will conceive it the same way that I am trying to describe it. And I feel that is the beauty of poetry.
So that was the author's view on the poem Afraid. So you have mentioned these beautiful poems about the family. So what role did they play in this journey of yours?
So, family for me is a very important thing. Poetry is my passion, but I keep family above it. And in fact, I keep family above every passion of mine and every dream of mine. But I feel that my sister is the push that I needed to move ahead and to publish this book, to accomplish everything that I need in life. Even when she was younger, she did not even realize, she might not have even have thought that she impacts me in a way that I can't even express it in words anymore, because that's just how she is, and that's just how she makes me do things that I want to, and she makes me achieve things that I want to. Also, talking more about family, my parents also play a very important role. And as we know that we always need support and guidance and blessings, definitely, from our parents to succeed in life.
I think we can create huge miracle when we have the support of a family with us. And same goes for me, like parents, my brother, all the family members, they are the biggest supporters and the unconditional love that they provide is
Definitely.
about everything.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, when you have their support now, you are like,
Nothing else matters, actually.
like everything becomes so easy, so convenient that you just crack everything.
You can climb any mountain with this.
You do. So yeah, that's about it. And I think family is something that at the end of the day they will be there with you no matter what. People treasure friendships, but in the poems that you have written, it suggests something else. So can you tell us something about it?
Sure. So my friendships have been exactly like the poems that suggest my friendships have been like. So in fact, everybody, all of us have always faced some kind of betrayals and a lot of hurt from friends, and mainly they are unexpected. From the people that you expect the least, they come and hurt you the most. So with me also, a similar case had occurred. I would not like to take names, but yes, one of my very close friends and somebody that I considered very close to my heart, and almost it was like she was my family.
Okay.
But again, life happened, and life took turns, and things changed in my life. There were certain situations where I needed her. Sometimes maybe she needed me, but we could not be there for each other.
It actually takes so much to come out of it.
That is true, and somewhere I feel that I haven't. Some part of me will always be stuck there. Yeah, some part of me will always be stuck there. And maybe when I meet that person or when I see that person, I will still feel that love for her. But it's not necessary that I will want to show it.
Maybe destiny had
Yes,
something
I'm
else.
definitely in love with her, but I would not like to express it at all. That's the change that has occurred.
So how did this friendship affect you? Because it must have, as you have mentioned in the poem.
Definitely, bad friendships always affect you. So, it made me very conscious and very low of self-esteem about me, very insecure about myself, be it any little thing, be it any small thing that might even not be noticed by people or anybody around me.
I agree, because I think insecurities are something that people around us only become judgmental and make us feel insecure.
True, that is so
And
true.
that is the worst thing, because those are the people whom are least expected to make you feel insecure, but still at the end of the day you end up getting those
True.
things.
A similar thing is what I've mentioned in my poetry, insecurities. So that is what I feel, that people who are least expected to affect you in a negative way come and affect you and break you completely.
So how did you come out of it? Because that is what you
True.
need to tell the viewers, that how you get out of it.
So first of all, I would like to start with insecurities are very normal. Everybody has it, and it's very normal to feel low and bad about yourself some days. But every day is not a bad day, and self love is something that I am also working on, and everybody should keep working on it, because self love is something that is not only for a partner. It has to be for everybody and from everybody, and the most important form is self love.
Exactly. I think it is okay to feel low, it is okay to feel sad sometimes, but to get out of it is really very important.
That is true.
And I loved the quote that affirm to yourself that you love yourself. And I think affirmations are something that really work.
They definitely do. The law of attraction is so true. It always works for me.
And at the end of the day, you need to love yourself. Until and unless you don't love yourself, it's wrong to expect people to love you.
Right. There is a very well known quote that I've read. Love yourself as much as you want to be loved. And I find that very true, because if you are not confident in yourself, why will the other person try to love you?
I actually like this quote, that you are perfectly imperfect and that's perfectly alright, because flaws and all, instead of taking them over, we should admire the fact that God has made such a precious and unique person, that
Definitely.
we all are unique in the way we are, and we need to accept it and move on.
Everybody has imperfections. Nothing is perfect. Nobody is perfect, and we should tame that.
And in the process of being perfect, we sometimes
Lose ourselves. That is true, and you should always tame yourself. Be it you find that imperfect, but what if somebody else is not?
Exactly.
So I would like to ask you, which is your favorite poem out of the whole book?
Well, my favorite one is the last poem, that is You Decide. I think it is us who has the power to decide how we want our life to be. And I feel life is too short to do something that you love. So just follow your passion, enjoy your life. So it is in our hand whether we want to lead the life how people want us to lead, or lead it the way how we want to lead.
That is so true. In fact, life always teaches us the hard way, but this is my attempt to show you and to teach you the easy way to always follow your heart.
So let's not disclose much and let the viewers become the readers of Meraki. So as we come to the end of the podcast, what message would you like to give to the viewers?
So the book suggests, as the book's name suggests, Meraki, the essence of your soul. I wish that you find your own essence and you find yourself even better after this book. Explore yourself, look for yourself within you, and live with it.
So you can definitely go and check it out on Amazon and order Meraki. Well, what other books have you written so that people get to read?
I am the co-author of 4 other anthologies named Lily, Elixir of Words, Petrichor of Words, and Unsaid Truth. And in fact, I also write on my blog, and I have a Wattpad account as well, so check it out.
That's amazing. Well, it was a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. This was my first and the best experience.
Subscribe to the channel for more such videos.